Hey everybody, welcome back to the Submerged Castle. This place is not really as cool as any other castle I've seen. There's no walls or guards or swords or anything
It never
cool.
said it was a cool castle, just a submerged one.
Yeah, but like castles are supposed to be cool and shit. Also, if you don't, okay, here's another thing about the Pikmin, Pikmin 2, I should say. If you have 100 Pikmin on a floor where Bulbmin are supposed to spawn, you won't get any Bulbmin. The enemy, like the leader, which is the enemy that you're supposed to fight, will appear, but there won't be any babies following them. That means if you still have 100 Pikmin at this point in the playthrough, this point in the dungeon, you will have nothing that will be able to take care of these electrical things right now, which makes this dungeon a hell of a lot more annoying if you play well. So if you're trying to do a no-death run of the game, I would actually recommend not bringing any Pikmin, 100 Pikmin into the dungeon. I'd bring like maybe 80, I guess would probably be about a good number, and then you could get Bulbmin along the way to destroy these electrical things.
That kind of thing where you have to intentionally know that something is coming up and intentionally hold yourself back to make something available to you is bullshit on a blind run.
Yeah, it's one of those things where there's a 100 Pikmin limit, and it makes sense that if you have 100 Pikmin, you won't be able to get any more, even if they are Bulbmin. But that also, I just think that they shouldn't have put electrical hazards, which are instant kill, into an area where you can only bring blue Pikmin anyway. Like, I don't mind the fire stuff, because you can recover from fire. You know, that's fine. You know, it's at least some sort of challenge. But if it's you just instant kill if you manage to just graze anything electric, that annoys me. I'm not a big fan of that. So I very slowly and meticulously throw my Bulbmin onto these electrical wires in order to make sure that I don't get hit by the electricity, because I'm pretty sure that that Pikmin will walk straight into them and die stupidly.
I'm not sure how I feel about a game like this having what's essentially, from what you're describing, is trial and error.
It's very trial and error. I mean, Grant, you do know going into a dungeon what hazards are there, but it's not like you can do anything about it if you can only bring blues with you, you know? It's not like you're gonna know. You're getting very sleepy.
The submerged dungeon
Very compelling argument there.
The submerged dungeon is full of pastries.
Yeah.
This is the worst place to find pastries.
What is it, an abandoned bakery?
Also, I don't know what's killing all my Pikmin right now. And apparently I'm either not noticing or I do not care.
I don't think you care.
It's either A or B at this point. I don't know.
I'm gonna give myself the benefit of the doubt, although I don't know if I've earned it, and say that I just straight up didn't notice. Because I don't... Oh my god, my aim sucks! Hit the guy. Jeez. You have to hit the top of his head in order to flip him over to do damage. There's no way to hurt him otherwise. So
Yeah, I think you're in zero fucks mode at this point.
I don't think I needed to restart too much by the time I was at this point in the playthrough, because the really bullshit parts haven't started yet. It gets worse. This part isn't that bad, all things considered.
Do Bulbins pack more of a punch than purple Pikmin?
No. When it comes to combat, purples are king, but when it comes to everything else, you're gonna want to use purple Bulbmins, basically. I don't think that they hit as hard as even reds, because reds do 150% the damage that blues and yellows and whites do, but purples do 10 times that. So, like, again, it makes the reds seem kind of moot at that point, right? It's just like, hey, I'm 50% stronger than the average Pikmin. Congrats, I'm 10 times stronger than the average Pikmin.
If a Pikmin was
Have you looked at my muscles?
If a Pikmin was suffering from asphyxiation, would it become a purple Pikmin?
I'm not sure. Although technically, purple Pikmin did exist in Pikmin 1. There's a mushroom enemy in Pikmin 1 where if
God, this item is square shaped.
I think that's another.
You lied to us.
I think that's another Yoshi's cookie. Is it?
Probably.
Yeah. So.
Well, it's just a pastry in general.
Yeah. Well, there is definitely a lot of Yoshi's cookie references and all sorts of stuff, because this is one of those games that loves to reference other Nintendo things.
Because we all know the Duracell pieces that can fall from the top of the puzzle game.
Let's also not forget
nobody-
the Wilson tennis rackets.
Wilson.
What the deuce?
Yeah, there's like, I'm wondering what wasn't sponsored in this game.
You know, despite
Sega.
my family I don't think anybody in my family ever played tennis. We always had one of those tennis ball things in our like sports closet, and we never had one full. Like, I can only ever remember having like two
What,
of
the
the
tennis
three.
catchers?
The little like tubes that the tennis balls come in. Like, I remember having
those.
them, but like we would never have a full. Oh, there he is! This is the Waterwraith, which is the most infamous enemy in this game. You can't kill him, and he's got his own like theme song too. So yeah, he's from another dimension. Woo.
He's Anchor from another.
So-
Dude, you gotta go to Dark Aether to even hope to win.
So what is this thing exactly?
A blob. I don't really know any other way to describe it. So
I mean,
basic.
like, in terms of game mechanics, what happens when he shows up?
So when he shows,
He's completely invincible and he chases you around.
basically, yeah. So
What does he show up if you spend too long on a floor?
yeah, he shows up at a random interval. Like, he can appear after, like, again, because this is the only time I run into him until the boss fight. So, like, he
So
can
this is a very uninteresting castle.
yeah. So, like, here he showed up, but I only just got the last treasure here, so I don't have to worry about him. He'll roam around the dungeon and like try to squash all the Pikmin, and you can't hurt him. But like, well, he looks kind of silly at this point.
He looks like an organic steamroller.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Emil's playthrough, he appeared on every floor and chased him like from the first second.
Yeah, so if you're trying to get Pikmin to the ship in order to get a treasure, like, he's actually very annoying and kind of scary, but like, that's the only time he showed up, and I took my time with most of these floors too, so I kind of guess I just lucked out. I don't know, but
So he's kind of like the Reaper
I
from the
guess
Persona games.
sort of, yeah. But don't worry, floor 4, even though I don't run into the Waterwraith here, this floor gave me plenty of trouble on its own merits. So don't worry, I reset plenty.
Exploding spiders!
Yeah, you want to know what's great? When a game literally drops a rock on you and decides, screw you, you get to lose now. Oh my god. This is the one thing I hate. Well, no, this is probably the number one thing I hate about this game. If I had to pick one thing.
I was gonna say there are a lot of things you hate about this game.
Yeah, okay, there is. But if I had to pick one thing above all else that I hate about this game, it's the fact that the game literally drops rocks randomly on your head and just kills Pikmin without any second thought. It's like, come on! Randomly dropping bombs that can land in the middle of a Pikmin swarm, and you don't have any time to react, and then you just die. Like, come on, what kind of game design is that? It's like if you were playing Super Mario Brothers and, like, a Hammer Brother just fell in the middle of, like, a jumping section or something. You couldn't plan for it. It falls straight from the sky. Come on, that's so stupid.
Someone's never played Kaizo.
It's not exactly the same thing, but Final Fantasy XIV has a roguelike instance called Palace of the Dead. I'm actually doing a weekend series that you should watch.
Shameless plug, but it's our own channel, so who cares?
Yeah. Every once in a while, one of the booby traps that you can encounter are landmines. You don't see them unless you use a special ability that lets you see traps, but simply put, you step on it, it explodes, that's 75% of your health gone.
Yeah, that's a...
Can you imagine step on it while you're dealing with like a shitload of ads?
Is it always 75%? Is it a set 75%? Or
It is a set 75%.
That's
so if you step on one, could you then step on another? And that'll do 75% of the...
I don't think the game is that cruel. I never had that happen to me. But I have had really powerful enemies attacking me while stepping on a landmine.
Yeah, but in this game, there's no way to see that the bomb rocks are coming.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You don't see the landmines at all unless you use a special item.
You don't have any special item in this game. They just drop from the sky. Like, theoretically, you could go walk around the entire dungeon without your Pikmin to spawn all the bombs early. Theoretically, you could do that. But here's the problem. If you try to do that, you're gonna waste so much time that the Waterwraith is gonna come and get you. It's just utter BS. And this is not the only dungeon where that happens, for the record. It happens in a lot of them.
That's kind of what I was about to say. Yeah, traps that are invisible, but which you need to use some kind of special ability to detect, are kind of a staple of Western RPGs. But you know, having that sort of mechanic with
Spider!
with no means of detecting the undetectable is... I mean, it would be like playing Baldur's Gate, but intentionally leaving thieves out of your party.
Yeah, and this isn't the kind of game, like, again, you're trying to rush in this. Or at the very least, if you're trying to play this well, quotation marks, like you're trying to spread out and multitask or whatever, like, you're not going to know when bomb rocks are just gonna randomly come down because you walked 2 centimeters to the left. Oh my god. Imagine if that falls and it's in the middle of a combat situation. Or when your Pikmin are all, or straight in the middle of a...
Yeah.
Or like when Pikmin are taking stuff back to the ship because you didn't spawn it the way forward, but now you did. It's... Oh my god, stop! Game! What did I do to you, game?
Yeah, that's
We'll
like...
meet again.
I go back to Baldur's Gate again, but in that game, the way you go through dungeons is probably going to be, okay, in between combat situations, you have your thief set to sense traps, and then you just sort of inch them forward as your party progresses and send them slightly ahead of everyone else, and hopefully they detect the traps before you step on them.
Like, what would be cool is if, like, I don't know, white Pikmin, maybe, they could sense, like, because they can see things underground. So maybe they can, like, sense that a trap is ahead, and, like, I don't know how they'd warn you, because they're little white Pikmin, but, like, maybe be able to stop it ahead of time or something like that. That would be cool, I think.
Or just fucking lose their mind and jump all over the place, maybe.
But,
Yeah.
you know, the bombs, can they drop on your Pikmin while they're carrying stuff back?
Yeah, I think so, yes, because the Pikmin try to calculate the quickest route back. If they walk in a place where you haven't activated a bomb yet and activate a bomb, then yeah, I'm pretty sure that they can. Thankfully, generally speaking, I like to uncover as much of the map
Deviled
as possible.
ham. Is it evil? Evil ham? Sorry,
It does have
I
Satan on it.
couldn't resist the joke considering it has Satan on it.
When I'm
doesn't
playing the game for myself, though, I try to not leave any path unchecked, so usually I will have activated most of, if not all of the bombs by the time I'm having stuff be sent back to the ship. So it's usually not an issue for me, but you know, whatever. So yeah, you can't. This is the final floor. You can leave now, but then we don't beat the boss, and so we got to do that. So normally this is supposed to be like really cathartic, because the Waterwraith has been harassing you for the entire
Except
playthrough.
the Waterwraith has done nothing to you the entire time.
Yeah, he just
That's
wanted
making
So they
it-
think you're
that's-
the real. So they think you're the monster.
Thus making this incredibly pointless.
I'm just gonna put it this way: this monster is so infamous that Pikmin 3's entire final section.
The final boss is based off this boss.
Yeah, not only that, there's a really lengthy level set piece based around the Waterwraith and how much BS he was in this game. And like, yeah, it's oops. So I'm trying to turn the Bulbmin into purples here, so I don't technically lose them. I screwed up, so I am going to lose a couple, but you know, no big deal. So the game finally does give you purples though, so you aren't going to... You do...
And then it spawns you back in the water when you leave. No!
Thankfully, the game isn't that mean. I think you get spawned back at the ship after every dungeon. So, yeah, it's not that big of an issue. Also, I love how one Pikmin can tear down an entire black wall all by itself in a matter of seconds.
Well, looks like we got a show off here. Back in the line.
When you see a wall like that outside, that's supposed to mean this is going to take a while. But nope, this guy, oh man, look at Mr. Strong-Faced McGee over here. Thinks he's so special.
I have
wants
the
this-
power.
I think he wants this piss puddle auto himself. It's nectar. Piss puddle, like I said.
So this guy's supposed to be really scary, but you beat him like you beat everything else. You just throw purples
Throw
at him.
purple with him.
Yeah, and then he's gone. I probably shouldn't have even bothered. Yeah, because if you throw a purple at him, it stuns him, and then you can do damage with other types of Pikmin as well. So, yeah. This is honestly, in terms of it being a boss, the boss version of the Waterwraith is not that hard. It's one of the easier ones in the game, I would say.
Well, I mean, could you even consider the first encounter a boss in any sense? You can't do anything to him, right?
Well, no, I'm talking about this fight right here. Like, this fight right here is one of
okay.
the easiest ones in the game, I think.
Well, because he has no attacks other than run around.
Yeah, but if he gets close to your Pikmin, they instantly die. There's no recovery period.
You can also use a stone potion on him.
Yeah, I think that locks him in a similar way to being stunned by the purples, but for a longer period of time, obviously. Also, I think if you try to throw purples on him when he's stunned already, then they'll like bounce off like they just did. But it's really not that big of a deal. So when you beat the Waterwraith, you break his little wheels, and then he starts running around like a madman.
What's the matter, you big drip? Where are you going?
Everywhere but here.
You fool! Do you not realize what you're dealing with? The god of
Puddles!
puddles.
Is he just sort of
Yeah, it's supposed
cowering?
to. Yeah,
He's
they're
cowering in fear.
Yeah, because he doesn't have his little wheels anymore, so he's afraid of you. They're playing a special remix of his little boss theme too. So it's supposed to be comedic at this point.
Nope.
Again, he hasn't really
it's
done.
just as the stone type was predicted.
He hasn't really done anything to us, so we're just kind of being a jerk to him. Really, poor Waterwraith. I feel bad for the
God,
guy.
Sonic Adventure would be a very different game if Chaos Zero just got on his knees and said, "Please leave me alone."
And what do you get for your trouble? A megaphone.
This actually is one of the most convenient upgrades in the game. Like, in terms of, it doesn't really make the game any easier, but it sure is
It
nice.
doubles your whistling power.
It doubles. It does double your whistling power. I forgot about that. The thing I normally think about with the pluckaphone is that it allows you to skip plucking Pikmin entirely if you whistle them. That's usually the thing that I care about the most. I mean,
Well, you whistle so loud that it just fucking yourself.
get out of bed, you stupid dumb shits. Yeah, that's usually the thing I think about the most. I mean, I guess the extended whistle range is cool, but again, I'm playing on the Wii version. It really doesn't matter how large our whistle radius is because I can point anywhere on the screen. So, yeah. So yeah,
Good
now
news, Pikmin. I've doubled our alarm sound. You have to wake up twice as early now.
professional noisemaker.
Oh.
That sounds like us.
also the one failing of the Ballmen, they don't know how to jump, so they're stuck down there.
Yep.
That's the most Pikmin I
crazy.
lose in a dungeon, for the record. And I just want to point out that most of them were not due to Waterwraith. So, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Basically,
Also,
none of them were due to the Waterwraith.
also, remember how this whole dungeon took, like, 2 whole parts to get through? That's why I'm speeding them up, because that's honestly a relatively short one. They get longer in other parts of the game. So, yeah.
They get to like in the 20s and floors.
Yeah,
You are-
especially
you are
in
slightly
the...
wrong, Ryan. He did lose Pikmin or 2 during the boss fight.
Oh, yeah. That I did as well, but most of them were due to other BS. So, yeah. I don't even
All
know...
of our viewers are going to be so disappointed.
Well, come on, let's face it, they were going to be disappointed anyway.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, disappointment's our middle name. I mean, no wait, Scratch is our
That's your middle name.
I thought it was Scratch.
Yeah.
BrainScratch is one word, damn it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 2 separate words.
Okay, so are we BrainScratch space commentaries or BrainScratch commentaries?
We're technically BrainScratch space commentary.
Ew, disgusting.
It's Spider-Man. He's a Spider-Man, not John P. Spiderman.
I think I'm trying to show off the... Oh, wait, no, I don't have enough Pikmin, I think. I was trying to show off that if you get 20... I think if you have 20 of each type of Pikmin in your party, they'll start singing Ano Uta, which was the song used in promotional materials for this game. So that's pretty cool. Oh, wait, no, what I'm doing is I'm just getting a general spread of Pikmin so that I can do the shower room, because, yeah. What's great about this game is
Because
that...
time does not pass while underground.
Yeah, so you can do like 4, if you know what you're doing, you can do like 4 dungeons in the final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 countdown for the game. So,
Yeah, you can get like half the debt done within one single day, technically, because of how dungeons work.